Hello. I'd like to say I just gave this exceptional introduction to this class, but I didn't hit record on my computer. So we're going to try this again, and it might not be as exceptional. So, my name is Emily Cross. You can call me Dr. Cross. And this is Com Studies 1A, Public Speaking, the class people love to hate, but it's really a class that you should just love because I try to make it fun and practical. So, first, we are slightly behind, but I am rewriting the syllabus, and so we are going to be right on target. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a slow start uploading everything due to technology, and Wednesday morning I ended up in the hospital due to a dogfight, and so you know week 2 is going to be our week 1, so we're just kind of re-evaluating things. So what you're going to find on the course, on the Canvas course, is you're going to find this video and you're going to find the syllabus. You are probably not going to have the weekly assignments on there yet because I'm re-finagling all of them, okay? But I do want to introduce myself, and I want to introduce what you can be expecting from this class this semester online, or if you're one of my hybrid students, I'm going to put this up there too, okay? So, first and foremost, this class is an online class. We don't meet face-to-face ever. However, I am going to be giving what I'm referring to as a collaboration session every week. This week, our live collaboration session is going to probably be on Wednesday, but it might be on Tuesday. So it's probably just going to be pre-recorded for you to watch. And the reason I don't know is because I have teenage children who can't give me information about when I need to show up on campus for them. And that might be Tuesday, and it might be Wednesday, and it might be Thursday, so who knows. But every week we are going to have a weekly collaboration session, and moving forward, it will be on Mondays, probably at 5 o'clock or maybe 6 p.m. And that is going to be a 30-minute to 60-minute time where I'm going to go over course content, the course assignments, if there's going to be questions. All of that's going to happen during that period. They're going to be recorded, so if you can't make it, then you can watch it at your convenience, okay? I just totally lost train of thought, and I have notes, so there we go. There's the day that I'm having. So for this class, we are going to be meeting weekly. Every week, you're going to have assignments that you have to turn in. There's going to be discussion prompts that you're going to be expected to engage in, and they're going to be different, right? So this first week, it's a little bit more of like a get-to-know-you kind of deal. Other weeks, it is dress rehearsal, where you're going to be in small groups and engaging in that way. Other weeks, it might be, questions about the different types of speaking that we're doing. So every week, there will be a discussion requirement. There will be a time for collaboration. Along with all of that, in the course, there are going to be 4 speeches that you give. A speech to introduce, which will be happening next week. A speech to inform, a speech to persuade, a narrative speech, and then at the end, we do speech awards, but I don't really count that as a speech because they're just fun. But maybe you do 5 speeches. We'll call it 5, right? So your speech to inform is where you're going to give information about something. You will be given a rubric. You will be given a guide. You will be given a sample. And so that's your first big speech. Next, your speech to persuade, which is a speech in which you try to get people to do or think differently. And your last big speech is a narrative speech. And that is when we use storytelling to impact and influence others. All of these are powerful types of speeches, and they're also timeless. And the reason why I really like to use timeless speaking is because I want the skills that you learn in this class today to work for you in 10 years, in 15 years, in 20 years. And so we are not doing any kind of fancy crackerjack and fancy, tap dance and speaking in this class. This is a class where I'm giving you the fundamental skills to become a competent, confident, and effective speaker. Once you have those foundations or those pillars, you can really grow in any direction. And if you want to do the tap dancing and crackerjacking, you can do that. But for now, we're really focused on what are some very concise and powerful ways we can create shared meaning with an audience. And so those speeches are inform, persuade, and a narrative. And we have a speech to introduce at the beginning and then a speech award at the end. Okay. Now, with each speech, you are going to be given like a scaffold. And what that means to me is you're going to be given information about the type of speech that it is. You're going to be given handouts, or you're going to be able to download handouts that will tell you how to organize your information. What types of details need to be integrated into the speech? You'll be given a sample outline format. So when you speak, you'll be speaking from an outline. You'll be turning that outline in as well on the day that you present your speech. And so you'll be going into each speech very well prepared. I don't expect you to just know how to do all this stuff. Each week, you will be given a little bit more information on top of what you're reading in your textbook to be able to really write and present a great speech. So nothing is thrown at you and you're not just expected to do stuff. You are given the resources and tools you're going to need to become really effective. Now, each week you get a little bit more information and it builds on itself, okay? So you want to make sure that you're staying caught up because stuff that we do in week 2 and week 3 are still relevant in weeks 10 and 12 because we build on it. It's like a staircase or like a scaffolding, okay? If at any time you're like, I don't get it, overwhelmed, call me. Let me know, and we work through it. That's partially why I like those collaboration sessions. So when we hit those brick walls, we can talk through them and they don't turn into brick walls anymore. This class is very much structured in a way where you're going to be able to walk away with skills that should serve you throughout your educational journey and throughout your career. I do that on purpose. I've had students that took my class 20 years and they're like, oh my gosh, Dr. Cross, I use that every week at work still. So these are fundamental skills that are practical. And once you get them, then you can make them a little bit fancier. Okay. So for each speech, you will be doing a dress rehearsal, a final speech presentation, and then a self-assessment. Other assignments that you will have are an out of class speech critique. So you're going to go find somebody out in nature and assess their speaking. There are going to be peer critiques that you do during dress rehearsals and also during speeches. And there is a final exam at the end, which is a written exam. Now, all of your assignments are detailed in the syllabus, and each assignment that comes, we will go over it before. So you should not be like blindsided by anything, right? What else do I want to tell you? I think that the big thing is order your book, stay pendant. You want to check in on these classes a couple times a week. These are not online classes where you can kind of like do all my train tracks. That's not really something you can do on a Sunday night and get it done okay. This is really a class where you have to put a little bit of effort in throughout the week. And I don't know, I think that's it. So I want you to review the syllabus. I want you to check in by Wednesday because by Wednesday at the absolute latest, you will have a video uploaded that goes over your speaking assignment and our first week's worth of lectures. So please reach out if you have any questions. I am super excited to be back at Delta teaching again. It's been quite a while since I have taught, and I am excited to see what brilliant speakers we have to work with this semester. So that's all I have for now, and I look forward to seeing you guys again by Wednesday and on the discussion board. Have a great night.